Cristiano Ronaldo. The name alone carries the weight of greatness, sweat, sacrifice, and an unbreakable will to succeed. He's not just a footballer, he's a phenomenon, a story that began with a young boy on an island and exploded into one of the most legendary careers the sport has ever seen. Today, we dive deep into the one-of-a-kind things that set him apart, things that made him immortal. It all began in Portugal, in a modest neighborhood in Sporting Lisbon's academy, and immediately made waves. At an age where most boys are still figuring out what position they want to play, Ronaldo was leaving defense. He had that spark, the kind you can't coach. And it didn't take long for word to spread. His raw pace, the flicks, the strength, the hunger, it caught the attention of one of the biggest clubs in the world. Ferguson first saw Ronaldo, he knew he wasn't looking at just another teenager. He was witnessing the future. That £12 million transfer wasn't just an investment game at Old Trafford, it was clear this boy was different. He didn't just want to be good. He wanted to be the best. The obsession began. Hours and hours on the training ground, practicing free kicks, sprint drills, perfecting his physique. While others were relaxing, Ronaldo was preparing for greatness. And then came the magic. The goals, the jaw-dropping stepovers, the thunderous strikes. That unforgettable hat-trick. That iconic Champions League goal against Porto. That rocket against Arsenal. He wasn't just playing football. He was setting fire to it. And the trophies followed. Premier League titles, FA Cups, and of course, the 2008 Ballon d'Or. He became the first Portuguese player to win it since Luis Figo. But even that wasn't enough. Ronaldo wanted more. Enter Real Madrid. The Galacticos were calling. And in 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo made what was then a world record transfer to the Spanish giants. €94 million. That's how much it cost to bring him to Madrid, but the value he brought? Absolutely priceless. The pressure was enormous, the expectations sky high. But Ronaldo didn't flinch. He embraced the challenge. And then he rewrote the history books. Over the next 9 years, Ronaldo scored 450 goals in just 438 games for Real Madrid. Let that sink in. More goals than games. He shattered records with frightening consistency. Most goals in a single Champions League season. Done. Fastest to 100 goals in La Liga. Done. The first player to score in 3 different Champions League finals. Done. He wasn't just breaking records. He was making them his, and the trophies. 4 Champions League titles, 2 La Liga crowns, and countless other domestic and international honors. But what's more impressive is how he carried Real Madrid on his back time and against us that had even the opposing fans applauding. The penalty in the dying minutes against Atletico. He was the heartbeat of Madrid. And in that iconic white shirt, he became a living legend. But even legends crave new challenges. In 2018, Ronaldo stunned the world again by moving to Juventus. Some question the decision. Why leave Madrid at the peak? Why risk it all in a slower, more defensive league? But for Ronaldo, it wasn't about comfort. It was about proving that greatness has no borders. And once again, he delivered. In Italy, he became the Serie A titles and dragged the team to victory time and again. He topped the scoring charts and inspired a new generation of Italian fans. And perhaps most impressively, he showed that even in his mid-30s, he could still dominate one of the toughest leagues in the world. Then came 2021. A twist no one saw coming. Ronaldo returned to where it all began, Manchester United. The homecoming was emotional. The fans, the chants, the number 7 jersey once again resting on his shoulders. It felt like destiny. The return of the king. He scored twice in his first game back and reminded everyone why he was still a force to be reckoned with. But as beautiful as the reunion was, the reality was far from perfect. United was no longer the machine it once was. The team was fractured, the results inconsistent. And despite Ronaldo's best efforts, despite finishing as the club's top scorer, things didn't click. Off-the-pitch drama, managerial changes, and internal politics overshadowed his performances. And eventually, his second chapter at Old Trafford came to a bitter end. It hurt. Not just for him, but for millions of fans who had dreamt of a fairy tale finish. But that's life. Even icons face storms. And Ronaldo. He faced it head on. What sets Ronaldo apart isn't just his goals or his trophies. It's his resilience. His obsession with self-improvement. His refusal to settle. From a boy on a small island to the most followed person on the planet, Cristiano Ronaldo became more than a footballer. He became a brand, a role model, a symbol of what's possible when you combine talent with tireless work ethic. He inspired an entire generation. Kids in slums, villages, cities, all dreaming of becoming the next Ronaldo. And more than that, he changed the game. His fitness standards, his professionalism, his global marketing, he pushed football into a new era. Even off the pitch, he's a giant. From launching his own businesses to advocating for causes, he remains one of the most influential figures in the world. And yet, the story isn't over. At an age when most players retire, Ronaldo continues to compete. Whether it's for Al-Nassr, the Portugal national team, or in whatever venture comes next, one thing is clear: Cristiano still isn't done. He's rewriting the idea of longevity. He's showing the world that passion and discipline can keep you on top even when time isn't on your side. One day, when the boots are finally hung up, the world will look back and realize just how rare he was. Not just for the goals, not just for the titles, but for being the ultimate competitor, for choosing the hard path, again and again, for doing what no one else dared to do. That's what made Cristiano Ronaldo different. There will be many greats. Some will break records. Some will win trophies. But there will never be another Ronaldo. Because he didn't just play the game, he changed it. From Sporting Lisbon to Manchester. From Madrid to Turin. And back again. Every step, every goal, every tear, and every triumph was a reminder that true greatness isn't given. It's earned. And Ronaldo, he earned it all.